Hey folks, today we're looking at Halvar, God of Battle. So Sword of the Realms is one of the herald supports from Kaldheim. And the way they work is that the first time you play the support, it goes onto the board as a support. And the second time you play it, instead of reinforcing the support, you pay the herald cost on the little horn there, and it puts the flip side of the support into play. All of them are gods. So in this case, we're looking at Halvar, God of Battle. And Halvar does a bunch of stuff, but we'll have a look at that later on when we get Halvar into play. There we go. The whole of Kaldheim is based on Norse mythology. All of the Kaldheim gods are loosely based around Norse mythology. So if you enjoy the Thor films, you're probably up on quite a lot of that. Halvar had the Sword of the Realms as a gift. Tybolt stole it from him. There you go. There's a name you know. And the sword can cut holes through the cosmos, and it carves omen paths between the realms. So you know what omen paths are now. And actually, when the realms collide, you get a thing called a doom scar. There we go. Some more words. So the doom scar is equivalent to Ragnarok, which, if you don't know Norse mythology, again, I bet you've seen the film. So that's where all that comes from. And Halvar got the sword back from Tybolt and used it to close the Doomscar and save the world. And while we were doing that, Halvar managed to get himself into play. So I already had Sword of Realms on the board. I've got some equipments. You'll see why when we have a look at Halvar. And I've now managed to play a second Sword of the Realms, and that's put my Halvar into play. And he's got vigilance and double strike and all sorts of stuff. So he's just wiped out all of Greg's creatures, which is very nice. Right. Let's, when you make your first match during your turn, target creature gains bravery. We'll give that to himself because he's our only creature. There we go. We've made our match. Let us have a look. Yeah, let's lock everything down. And then we can have a look at Halvar. Halvar banished Tybolt, and I think Tybolt deserved it. We can all agree that. There's Halvar, God of Battle. It's mythic. It has Herald, it's legendary, and it has Boast 9. I'll come on to that. It's 7/7. It's reinforced and has some massive boosts here. No, it's not reinforced. It's just got some boosts going on. It's white, has the creature type God, and it has, as long as you control an equipment, your first creature gets +2/+2 and gains double strike, and you can see we've got that. When you make your first match during your turn, target creature gains bravery, and you can see we've got that. And it's got Boast 9, first equipment card in your hand gains full mana. And I want to check on that bit because I have used Halvar, I think. We've all used Sword of the Realms, right? It's a really, really good equipment. So let's look at some of the other things that Halvar currently has. The lifelink and trample is because I've got Shadow Spear on the board. The double strike he's given himself. That's his first paragraph. The bravery you've just seen, he's just given it to himself. And the vigilance and +6/+2 is what the equipment Sword of the Realms gives him. So he gets all of that. Extra stuff, all those extra icons in orange there, which aren't the native ones. So we need to see the Boast in action, don't we? But before we do that, let's have a look at what I think is an absolutely fabulous piece of artwork. This is by Lee Sechuan, who I've talked about before. He did the Ninja token, so I won't go into a lot of detail about him, but he has painted your world. He's one of those artists that's done stuff that you're using all the time. Aurelia, just as an example, is one of Lee's. You should go and look at his artwork, actually. Really, really likes drawing characters who are leaping forward. So Aurelia is an example of that. Garuk Harbinger, you know, that big green creature that's leaping forward. Loads and loads of those. Right, let's play Halvar. And what we want to do is demonstrate the Boast. So have we got 9 mana in our hand? Yes, we have. So Boast happens when he attacks, and what we want to see is that last card in our hand, which is an equipment. We've got Gold Pan on the board. We've got Thundering Falls on the board. That's the Sword of the Realms that's giving us vigilance. What else have we got? I think that's plenty, isn't it? So we're going to attack. We're going to say confirm the Boast. and boom, our first equipment gets full mana. There we go. Halvar, God of Battle.